you take 5 damage a second on when you're exposed to Dark Aether's atmosphere. Obviously, that is a lot of damage, and you don't want to be taking it. Here's a light crystal. Each of these things creates a protective zone around it, and not only will you not take damage from the atmosphere when you're within the protective field, you will actually heal at the rate of 1 energy per second. These light beacons do the same thing, except that you have to shoot a light beacon to make it work, and then it will create a safe zone for 15 seconds. It will flash when it gets to 3 seconds, like 3 seconds left on it. And this is the bomb slot that I saw in the same place on Aether. And you'll see a few switches and things like that you can only, you'll see them on both planets, but you can only activate on one planet. And that will usually do something on both planets. So now that I've gone to Dark Aether, I can press X to toggle between the two on the map. And every room on Dark Aether, well, just about every room on Dark Aether has an equivalent on Aether. The reverse is not necessarily true. There are some places on Aether that will not, that you can't get to on Dark Aether. They're blocked off. At this point in the game, you really want to stay in a safe zone whenever you can. You do not want to spend any significant amount of time outside of them. I didn't get that guy. Next time. And pay attention to the safe zones. When they start flashing, shoot the beacon again. Okay, now I got him. This is the first of the Ing. It's an Inglet. They're annoying because they go through phases where they're just like blobs. And you can shoot them, but you can't like lock onto them. You can't target them when they're like that. You have to wait until they like pop up. And they tend to come in large groups, and they tend to be spread out, so you can't, like, it's hard to get a bunch of them at once. And this looks like a half pipe. But I don't have the boost ball. I think there's a save point through here. Wow. Yeah, just, at this point in the game, if you are leaving a safe zone, it's a very good idea to not to leave a safe zone until you know where your next safe zone is coming from. Otherwise, you're going to take a lot of damage. It's also a good idea to hang out in safe zones and make sure your energy is recovered. There's no limit to the amount of energy you can recover in a safe zone. Alright, scan these things. They're Nightbarbs. They're pretty much like sandbats, except the Dark Aether version. Yeah, so you can, if you're willing to sit there long enough, you can recover all of your energy just by standing in a safe zone and not getting hit. You are still vulnerable when you're in a safe zone, you just won't take damage from the atmosphere. Okay, I hope there's a safe zone on the other side of this door. Yes, there is. I think this is one of the major reasons why Echoes is a lot harder than Prime, because it has this dark world thing, which makes some puzzles more difficult, and also just being in the dark world is dangerous. And I know some people have said, oh, they just stole that concept from A Link to the Past. I doubt that was the first thing ever to use it. Alright, scan this guy. This is a Warrior Ink. These guys are tough. They have lots of different attacks, and they take a lot of hits to kill. and the mini-boss music is playing since this is the first one. You can damage them while they're in puddle form, but as with the Inglets, you can't target them. Watch out for those beams. They will come at you very quickly. You can use the light crystal to block the beams sometimes. And if you're a decent shot, you can get in some hits when it's in puddle form. Now, the energy transfer module, I think if you look at it in inventory, it will mention that it protects you from Ing possession. So that guy just attempted to possess me, but he couldn't. Of course, the fact that I'm standing in light doesn't help him. If one of these things stand in light, it will take damage. So if you can make it stand in light, that is good. This is a limited chance scan. I believe it only appears in this room on this go-through, or like before you beat a certain boss. They create moving safe zones. Called a Lightbringer. Appropriately enough. So, you just want to... Oh, I can't go through that door. You just want to, when you're crossing this area, kind of annoying, but you should wait for that thing, so that you don't take a lot of damage. It moves kind of slowly, but like I said, it is worth it to wait for it to come back. And Samus is apparently pointing her gun at it without without me telling her to do anything. And Samus will fool around with her arm cannon if you just sit there and do nothing for a while. So, as with the penguin on top of the snowman in Snowman's Land in Mario 64, basically same principle here. Here you see the more common type of portal. This one needs to be energized with light energy, or on, if it's a portal to Dark Aether, dark energy. And I don't have the thing that can energize it. Of course, there's also the fact that it's behind a gate. Yeah, you see, just standing out there even for a few seconds, I take substantial damage. No, I'm trying to shoot the beacon. So I'm trying to get to somewhere around here on the map to get the next item. But the game does have safe zones placed pretty close to each other. Make sure that you don't have to take a whole bunch of damage. Some safe zones will have neither a crystal nor a beacon at their center. Okay, I think the thing was that, like, the timing in Prime 1 was such that you could do a triple bomb jump or something like that, but they tried to take it away in that one. I don't know, I never learned to do a triple bomb jump. Okay, I believe there's a mini-boss here. So restore your energy before you go into the center of the room. Indeed, there is a mini-boss here. That looks like a normal warrior ring, but it is a not normal warrior ring. It has ranks in the jump skill, apparently. And there's a reason why it has ranks in the jump skill, because it has my space jump boots. This is a one-time scan. Jump Guardian, yeah. Oh, wait, what was it?